Hi, everyone. Welcome to Soul Shift Saturdays. This is our first time broadcasting on Saturday, and we moved from our Thursday spot because of just schedule changes here that didn't allow me to do Thursdays anymore. I think Saturdays at 4 Central is a good time. It's a good time for me anyway. I'm more alert than I am later in the day. So 7 o'clock on Thursday is after work and I'm tired and it's the end of my day. So I'll be a little bit fresher for you and hopefully more energetic on my show. How is everyone today? How does this time slot work for you? I figured this is kind of later in the day, so maybe after a lot of the kids' sports, morning sports, and before like evening sports or evening out time on Saturday night before dinner. I don't know. Hopefully that works for you guys. Well, so if you're new to Soul Shifters, because we're now on Saturday, you can find us in this Soul Shifters Guild Facebook group. We broadcast on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch live. You can find archived Soul Shift Thursdays and in the future, the Soul Shift Saturdays on our Moonglow Life YouTube channel and in the Soul Shifters Guild Facebook group. All right. So today we are going to discuss leveling up with attunements. How exciting is that? This is the pillar of spirit. So for people not familiar with the show, we cover topics on the pillars of wellness. And the primary pillars are body, mind, and spirit. And then there's secondary pillars of abundance, alignment, and harmony. So attunements to me falls under spirit. And we will talk about that today. But first of all, let me just tell you a little bit about how Soul Shift Saturdays is going to work. 4 p.m. Central to, whenever. I don't have an end time necessarily. Usually it's uh, 30 to 40 minutes, but it has run over to an hour. I don't like to make it too long, but sometimes we'll have a meditation or something at the end that runs over. So, for instance, today I do have a surprise for you. We're going to have a new moon attunement meditation at the end. Oh, let's see. I got some comments here. Hi. Hi, everyone. So I got two Facebook users on. Hopefully, one's Michael. And I can't see your name. So if you want to type your name into the comments so I know you're watching, StreamYard only shows me the comments. They don't show me who say them unless signed into that little link that they want you to sign into. So what I'm going to do is the show on Saturday, I'll try to keep it, reasonable length, like 30 minutes. And then during the week, I'll try to post 2 or 3 short, little short videos between 30 seconds, 2 or 3 minutes that follow up on the topic. Maybe how it went for me or an article I found about it or, just something that prompts us to keep thinking about the topic during the week. And you're welcome to post as well or comment on those posts yourself. And I'd like to hear how whatever we talked about on Saturday is going for you for the week and how that affected your week, if at all. And so that's in the Facebook group. But you could also comment in the on the YouTube channel if you're dialing in from there. Oh, hey, Joe. Two hearts and a big hello from North Dakota. Well, how's the weather up there, Joe? We're in Houston, Texas down here. It is rainy and wet and hot. Um, so are you guys getting wet weather up there or the dry, hot weather from the west? Let me know. I do have an interest in the weather. I don't know why. Can't trust the weatherman. I know that. All right, so the thing with the attunements, if you're feeling stuck spiritually, like say you're in a rut or you don't feel like maybe your third eye is not open or you're feeling like you want to do more healing, but you don't know what to do, or you don't feel like you have the ability to do it, or you've seen ads where you can buy some attunements from a practitioner who can give you some. Well, certainly, for instance, in the healing modalities, there's attunements associated with those healing modalities, and if you take the class, you get the attunement from the practitioner. But do you have to go pay for attunements to get them? The answer is no. Now, there's nothing wrong with buying attunements, and I've bought attunements from people myself. Um, but mainly as part of classes, not necessarily an individual attunement, but you certainly can, or people may offer out attunements. Um, but really, you can get them through direct revelation yourself. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and what attunements are, that type of thing. Sunny and warm up in North Dakota. That's cool. I guess y'all get a little bit of warm weather during the year, and that seems pretty far north. I bet you get a lot of cold weather as well during the year. So we went to Portland, Oregon not too long ago, and it was chilly for summer vacation, which I like that because I like cold weather. But then I hear that it's gone up to the hundreds on the West Coast. So that's warm for them. Maybe we dropped off some of our Houston weather. All right. So, what is an attunement? Basically, an attunement is where you're aligning with a certain frequency of energy, and it's a permanent alignment so that you can always access that frequency after you get the attunement. And oh, also let me know. I'm working off a brand new computer. I got a new HP laptop. And so this is the first time doing any kind of broadcast off this laptop. So let me know if there's any problems with the audio or video, because I don't know. I'm hoping it works. I didn't test it first. It sounds like y'all can hear me though. Um, so a lot of times you're already like you have accessed that energy before. That's why you're drawn to that frequency, but you don't have that memory. Maybe it wasn't even this lifetime that you accessed that energy. At some point you had access to this energy. You want to attune to that level of frequency so that you can do whatever it is that frequency allows you to do. Maybe it's accessing a healing modality. We're going to talk a little bit about types of attunements. And if you get these attunements, what the outcome is for you is that you can reach, this higher level of spirituality, or reach your goal to have a higher impact through spirituality, or through whatever frequency that is. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to access, but essentially you're leveling up when you get these attunements, and it gives you more abilities to do things that you couldn't do before. Now, you also, when you get an attunement, how it's different than, say, getting a healing of a frequency of energy is, you, for one, you always have access to it, and two, you're able to pass it on to other people. You're able then to make that bridge of that frequency and send it to other people. And sometimes that's done, you can do distance attunements or in person. You can touch someone and send that, or get close to them, or you can make these chi balls. Chi balls is where you concentrate that energy into a ball, and then you can like send it out distance to people. And there's some attunements that you'd use symbols for, like the Reiki healing symbols, to pass on an attunement. And these attunements allow you to access that frequency level. And then you'll need like an activation to activate your ability to use it. And so many times when people are giving you attunements, they'll say, okay, so now you need to do, you need to read this script for the next 7 days, or you'll need to use it within the next 3 days, or drink 7 gallons of water, and then, I don't know, dance around the fire or something. So there's always like some kind of way to activate it. But really, all you have to do to activate um, the attunement is that you use your intention. You have to receive it. You have to be open to receiving the attunement, and then you have to activate it. And you can just say, attunement, whatever kind of attunement it is, activate or on. And you make that attunement work. And you may need to practice it to learn how to use it. You may not be born knowing how to use it. And these things can also be learned through, further meditations to ask your guides or your higher self how to use that attunement. Let me check the comments out. So far, so great. So, Joe, you're an empath and clairaudient. Cool. So you do utilize your spiritual gifts. And have you ever wanted to get an attunement to learn a new gift, or to get a new gift that you could use? Um, I mean, there's ways you can just like practice and practice and practice and practice until you reach a certain frequency without getting an attunement. Do attunements work instantly? Some of them do. Some of them, you activate it and then it's like full blown, you're able to use it. And sometimes it's like, I wonder if that attunement worked because it's not very strong. And you may need to try to activate it more than one time. So, but generally, attunements work pretty quickly. Within Some will work within a week or a month, and some will work just instantly. And you can usually feel, especially if you get an in-person attunement from someone, you can really feel that energy when you access that frequency. So, what are some types of attunements? Well, think about what you want to do on a spiritual level, on maybe a psychic level, or maybe on a healing level. This shows about wellness. So, there's a lot of healing modalities. There's thousands of types of attunements you could get. What do you want? Think about it. There's healing modalities. There's like chakra maintenance, soul retrieval. You can align with high frequencies. You can get attunements to work with certain guides. Um, Channeling, you can get attunements for channeling or for different psychic abilities like divination. So, I mean, the sky's the limit. Basically, if you want to communicate with animals or plants or whatever, there can be an attunement to help you do it faster and to always give you that frequency that you can access. So well, let me check the comments again. Like in the movie Doctor Strange, I'd love a new gift. I've gotten an attunement but didn't feel it. Well, that can happen. So, were you really open to receiving the attunement, or did you do anything to activate it, or did they tell you if there was anything to do to activate it? So, and did you, utilize, like, try to practice with that attunement right away? Now, you may not feel like a burst of energy. I've had attunements where I wasn't sure if I got the attunement or what. And I was like, hello, did you send me that attunement you said you were going to send? And then I've had other ones where I was like, whoa, felt dizzy, had a lot of side effects from the attunement, and slept a lot. Maybe didn't feel so good for a weekend where they seemed really strong. But I think it just depends on the day of the week, I mean, there's a lot of factors involved in, first of all, the frequency that you're getting, and then how far away you were from that frequency. And then, like maybe you were close to that frequency, and so it didn't feel like too much. Um, Maybe if you were further away, it would have a bigger impact. That's kinda how I look at it. So how can you get these attunements? How can you give them to yourself? You can ask your higher self, and when you tune into your higher consciousness, at soul level, you can ask for, certain attunements. Now, say there was, an attunement you're not ready for, maybe your higher self wouldn't allow you to accept that attunement. But for the most part, I've never had one that I asked for that I didn't get. But you may be given attunements without even, necessarily knowing that you're gonna get them if you're open to, like, you may not know the specific one if you just ask in general, "I wanna get an attunement, I don't know what I need. Um, can you give me what I'm ready for?" And I'll be open to receiving it as long as you open yourself up. You may be surprised what you get. Now be sure that you're asking for attunements from beings of 100% pure light. You don't want any bad juju attunements, because attunements could come from negative energy as well, right? So you want to be careful what you ask for. And you can pray to your higher self, you can meditate, however you'd like to talk to your higher self. um, you can request that. And you can also ask if you work with certain spirit guides or ascended masters or angels, you can ask them for these attunements. And I'll tell you about, before we go into our attunement meditation, I'll tell you about an experience that I had when I first really I did, had attunement as part of, Reiki, but I had never had one that I didn't know what I was getting ahead of time. You know what I mean? But I'd been asking my higher self for an attunement. And then I went on this shamanic journey. And this was one of the first times that I had gone on a shamanic journey. It was like part of a group journey with, a shaman that we were hosting at our house. And so we had a bunch of people that were doing their own journeys. And one of the things that I wanted to do was get an attunement. And so I had this amazing experience that I wasn't expecting at all. At that point, I had never worked with dragons. I wouldn't have even considered working with dragons. I would have been like, "What? Dragons? I don't even know dragons really exist or whatever." So I wasn't I wasn't like, "Oh, I gotta get this dragon energy attunement or whatever." I wasn't wanting that specifically, but then I had this amazing journey. I mean, it felt like it was hours. I know that our journey didn't last that long, so I don't know how long I was journeying for. It seemed like a really long time, and my story on it was really long, so I'm not gonna tell you the whole story of the journey, which was really beautiful. But how it ended up was, a dragon guide came and got me and took me to this, like, land of dragons, where I walked among in this dragon lair of all these healing dragons, and was kind of transformed. I was given garments and like wristbands, cuffs, um, from these dragons, and there were other dragon keepers or tenders, whatever they are, that were walking amongst the dragons, right? Dressed the same. And then I was given this ability to create these like chi energy balls of pink and green light, and that's what the dragons were breathing out, this pink and green fire. And this happened to be love and joy energy. And so then that was a healing modality that I could use. And then in another journey, I was given this, also from the dragons. It was another one I wasn't expecting to get, although I was used to working with this dragon healing energy now. There was another dragon energy, and it consisted of white light that kind of came out like sparks from your fingertips. And then I was taken to this uh, crystalline grid over the earth. It was like the web of life, and put beside these other just multidimensional beings of different types, and on kind of a platform, and we were working on repairing the crystalline grid. And now I continue to do that, periodically, do meditations or journeys to go and work on repairing the grid, because I felt like that was what I was meant to do. That's why I was given that particular attunement. So, but the thing was, I was open to receiving the attunement, and I was excited to get it. I was excited, to use it, to have that activation as well. Let me look back at the comments. Hi. Oh, I had somebody on Twitch. So nice to have a Twitch participant. We are on Facebook in the Soul Shifters Guild Facebook group if you're interested in finding any of the past episodes. And we keep all the materials. So, for instance, let me just tell you in advance, we're about to do this meditation, and I'll put afterwards the transcript of the meditation in the Facebook group as an attachment so you can download it yourself, just to, print it off or read it, to give it yourself, or to, you can also replay the video. All right. So let me go back to my banners here. Now, we're going to do this new moon attunement meditation to meet with your higher self, and or we can call in some spirit guides. And so that's, I'll include that in the meditation as well. And you can request an attunement. You might want to think ahead of a specific attunement, or you can just say the attunement that I'm ready for, as long as it's of 100% pure light. Be sure to ask for a positive frequency attunement. And maybe you have a specific kind of ability that you'd like to have. Maybe you want to work with the dragon energy, and you can ask for it and then see if that is given to you or what it feels like. So in this meditation, I am not giving you the attunement. You are giving yourself the attunement through your higher self, which is kind of cool, right? All right, so how's the new moon for everyone? We're gonna get what we want this new moon. All right. So I want you to get comfortable, relax. You can sit down or lie down, whatever makes you feel comfortable. You don't want to go to sleep. And we're going to start by doing some deep box breathing. All right. So I want you to close your eyes and breathe in. Is that music a good? Is that music a good volume for you, or is it, if it's overriding my, if the music's overriding my voice, let me know, because I'm just playing it in the background. All right, so close your eyes. Let's begin with deep box breathing, and breathe in through your nose to a count of 6. Hold for 6, and exhale through your mouth for a count of 6, letting go of all the tension as you exhale. Stay empty. And now inhale again, breathing in the love of the universe. Hold for 6, and exhale, releasing all negativity. Stay empty. And then one more time. Inhale. Hold, exhale, and stay empty. Now resume normal breathing so it's very comfortable for you. I want you to feel a gravitational pull on your body, holding you close to the earth. And as you're pulled towards Earth's crystalline core, I want you to feel roots like tentacles coming out from your legs and feet and growing down and penetrating the surface of the earth and wrapping around the roots of the other trees. And you feel the heartbeat of Gaia, the Mother Earth, pulsing through your roots like an umbilical cord. And now you're anchored to the earth and feeling grounded and safe and like part of the earth. Use your senses to hear, feel, and smell and taste the nature around you. A gentle breeze, a flowing stream, birds calling. Now allow your mind to drift upwards through the clouds as you emit a signal to your higher self, calling out to yourself. A column of radiant light from your soul star chakra beams down through the crown of your head and through your body. You light up. You can feel your third eye in your forehead region pulsing and opening. Allow your third eye sight to take over for your body and call to your higher consciousness. Higher self, I am here. I am. I am creator. I am divine. I am love. Higher self, call in my guides of 100% pure light who can help me with the attunement I want today. What spirit guides are showing up for you? Look around, feel them coming near. Now ask higher self, what attunement do I need to move to the next level on my spiritual path? Show me. What what messages, feelings, or visions do you see? Does your higher self have a gift for you today? Tell your higher self, I am open to receiving my special attunement. Please transmit it now. And allow your attunement to flow through you. Allow your frequency to rise to. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, higher self. I now activate my attunement. Activate. And give it a chance. So beautiful. I now wish to return to my conscious state, attuned, activated, and feeling better than ever. So close your third eye, allow the column of light to return to the soul star chakra. Come back in the room, open your eyes, clap your hands, take a drink of water to re-acclimatize yourself, and now just be present in the room. You might want to stomp your feet or shake your hands out so that you are back. So, how did that go, everyone? Um, Let me know what you saw. Did you ask for something in particular? Did you just be open to whatever your higher self is ready to give to you? I'm curious about what you got. Um, I do have some particular attunements that I would like to have. I didn't ask for them on this one because I was trying to give the meditation, and it's really hard to do that. So I just was open to general attunements on mine. And um, I had a really good experience. I just felt like chills on the back of my neck, and it was beautiful. So that is all I have today on the new moon attunement meditation and the topic of attunement. But I'll post later this week or this coming week about attunements. And maybe I'll even post because so after I do a meditation or a journey, I write down, I journal as to what happened because, like a dream, it fades pretty fast. So I try to write down as soon as possible what happened in detail, as much detail as possible, because sometimes the details hold symbolism for you. And so you want to write down right now what you saw on your meditation, what you experienced, any feelings that you had. Get used to recognizing physical feelings in your body. Like I had the chills, but it wasn't like cold chills. It was like someone was present with me, touching me on the back of my neck and my shoulders, maybe giving me that attunement. And be open to writing down any colors or any visions that you saw, anything you heard, anything you smelled, tasted on your journey, and exactly how it went. And that will help you as you review it later, and you'll be like, aha, you'll see synchronicities, you'll recognize symbolism as you go. And so I've written down and archived some of those journeys where I got the attunements. And so I don't know, it's probably not very pretty because I usually type it in my notes on my phone. There's a lot of typos, but I can share that in the group maybe, and so you can see what I got. Um, and I want to give you an update on the Enchanted Tea Party video series that I've been working on. It has been terrible weather here, and that has put me behind. I have not been able to make any more films outside because of it rains every day here. It's like a rainforest, I'm telling you. It is, I don't know how it's not flooded yet. It is just pouring rain every day, and especially on my weekends when I have more time to film. Because during the week I can't film when I'm working. So this has put me behind on finishing out these videos, and I'm still hopeful that I will get them launched out in July. All right. And then I want to know what you would like to see in an app. So I am working on developing an app like a for the phone mobile device app for Android and iPhone, and for Moonglow Life. And this will be a learning app, so I'll have courses in there. I'll be able to have these shows, replays of the shows in there. There'll be a lot of free content. There'll be paid content in the app as well. And so as I'm building this app, I mean, I don't right now, I don't even know all the features I can get in there, but I'm interested to know what would be useful to you. I don't think I can put like the store in there. Um, but I can probably put like a link to the site. I know I can do live video in it. But that'll be really revolutionary, I think, to be able to communicate with you guys better, to have this cool app. Oh, let me see. I got some comments. Oh, it's raining now. Great. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Free stuff. So yeah, I'll have, all kinds of downloads of materials I've created that I use for the shows and the meditations and the replays of the shows. I'll have some videos from the YouTube channel, like Oracle deck box openings and things like that. And um I don't know. I haven't envisioned what all I can have in there. So that's why I'm asking for some feedback. If you want to have some input of the things you want, I am developing a specific course to launch in this app as the whole first thing that the app's going to feature. It is going to be a premium course in there, but I also am going to have some less expensive courses and some free stuff. Like, we're all the time doing free workshops. We're going to have some free workshops coming up in um, September, October, and November. And we're working on doing some recordings of past workshops to like make them even better in this, so that I can put them in the app and maybe package them all as a course. So anyway, I think that's pretty interesting. There's a lot of possibilities. And I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend and a rest of your week. Let me know how your attunements went. Bye.